We are finally taking down Zara's braids. After wearing them for 1 month, they're frizzy, old, and her hair needs to be washed. The first thing I like to do is apply my oil mixture along the entire braid. It's just Jamaican black castor oil and extra virgin olive oil. I like to focus on the length of the braid, the new growth, and the ends. Oil gives the braid slip, which helps the hair glide apart instead of snagging. Since our strands are so fine, the slip is really important since fine hair can tangle easily. So I like to make sure the braid is coated before I even start taking it down. I'm using an oil instead of a pre-poo treatment because her wash day is tomorrow and I didn't want to wet her hair before going to bed. If I was washing her hair today, then I would use a pre-poo treatment like the African Pride pre-shampoo. I like to use a rat tail comb to take down the braids. I make sure that I take my time and start from the ends. I do not rush through this step because this is where a lot of the breakage happens. Since the braids have been in for a month, which is usually the longest I keep the style in, by week 4, you'll notice a lot of new growth and shared hair trapped inside the braid. And that's completely normal. So over the 4 weeks, the hair stays inside the braid until you take it down. The key is taking the braids down gently so you don't add unnecessary breakage. Once I feel a little resistance, I use my fingers to detangle to feel for any knots. Then I go back and forth with using the rat tail comb and my fingers. As I get closer to the top, I slow down even more because this is where most of the shared hair is sitting. I add a few drops of oil to help loosen things up. She had some lint stuck in her hair and product buildup as well, so the oil makes it easier to take down without causing her any pain. If you come across any lint stuck in your child's hair, just add more product to help loosen things up. So always remember to take your time and don't rush through this step. That's when you can cause tangles and breakage. Set a few hours aside so that you're not rushing. Try to be as gentle and patient as possible because taking down an old protective style takes patience. Trust me. I try not to do my girls' hair when I'm tired or simply not in the mood because I know that I won't be as gentle as I should be. So I avoid doing their hair and my hair when I'm not in the mood. If you're a mom or dad doing your child's natural hair, remember that patience and gentle handling makes a huge difference in length retention. Protective styles like braids or twists are great for length retention, but making sure you take them down properly is just as important. In the last video, I showed y'all Zora's watch day routine while in braids. I shared the products I use, the steps I took to maintain her hair and to keep her scalp clean and healthy. So make sure you guys check out that video if you haven't already. Since I'm taking down her braids on dry hair, I'm not focused on detangling her hair at all. I'll leave that for wash day tomorrow. I don't want to cause any unnecessary breakage during the takedown process. So I'm being very gentle, just separating the braid. Then I'm going to smooth my thumbs down the length of her hair to remove as much of the shed hair as possible. When taking down my daughter's protective style, I like to do it while she's watching a movie, playing games on her tablet, and relaxing so she's comfortable. When kids are comfortable, they're less likely to move around, which makes the process smoother. Since I've been doing my girls' hair for a long time, they are so used to getting their hair done because we have already created a routine. We wash every 2 weeks and I moisturize their hair throughout the week. So they know what to expect at their age, and I'm so grateful for that because I get a lot of comments from moms complaining that they don't know what to do to maintain their child's hair because they don't keep still and they simply don't know what steps to take. If you are that mom, please check out my girls' natural hair playlist, link in the description box, so that you can copy or learn how to take care of your child's natural hair. I know that it can be a lot and confusing, but trust me, with repetition, it becomes so much easier. If you have any questions, please leave them below. I am very active in my comments, so don't be afraid of asking questions you need answers to. I'm going to finish up Zora's hair, then I'll come back once I'm done. Okay, y'all, we are all done with taking down Zora's braids. If you made it this far in the video, thank you so much for sticking around. Leave me a blue heart in the comments since blue is Zora's favorite color. Zora wanted to see how big her hair got since it was slightly stretched. So I allowed her to have a few moments, to enjoy her hair. Since I'm going to wash her hair tomorrow, I'm going to do 4 chunky twists to keep her hair stretched and out of the way. Anyways, y'all, that's all I have for you today. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next week, Friday. Bye.